Arshad Warsi, most famous for his role as Circuit in Munna Bhai, and his actor and wife, Maria Goretti, being named among the 31 accused. So what exactly is the scam and what was the role of Warsi and Goretti? Before that, it's important to update that today Warsi has tweeted out saying, please do not believe everything you read in the news. Maria and my knowledge about stocks is zero. We took the advice and invested in Sharda, and like many others, lost all our hard-earned money. By the way, the company is called Sadhana, not Sharda, as he said in his tweet. And the allegation is that Warsi and his wife were volume creators in the scam. Let me break it down by first explaining what happened. So this scam took place between 27th April and 30th September 2022. What they did is manipulation in stocks of a company called Sadhana Broadcast, which is supposed to be in the business of television, news, etc. The accused, that is all 31 of them, bought Sadhana stocks from April to July 2022. That is still the mid of July. So they started buying the stocks of this company, which at that time was about 2 rupees. Then, because so many people were buying it, the stock price goes up and the large volume purchases pumped it up. After that, from the second half of July of 2022, once the price had already increased a bit, videos started being uploaded on YouTube channels advising investors to buy Sadhana. These videos were uploaded from the second half of July on 2 YouTube channels called MoneyWise and The Advisor, featuring an influencer called Manish Mishra. He is also one of the prime accused. Now, these videos made huge and bizarre claims about Sadhana. They said this company is being taken over by the Adani Group. They claimed their contracts from an American company worth 1,100 crore rupees. And huge sums of money were spent to increase the reach of these videos online and make them go viral so that more and more people see it. SEBI's estimate is at some point crores of people ended up watching these videos, making these bizarre claims and saying, please buy this stock, the price is going to shoot up even more. Now, the price of the stock had already gone up from 2 rupees when all of this started to about 30 rupees. That means it's gone up about 167%. And what these videos said is the stock can go up to 300 rupees and more than that. Once the price ran up, comes the dump part of the entire scam. So far there's the pump where the money is being put in by these people as the stock price goes up. Other people come in, your retail investors, and once the price runs up, comes the dump when the accused sold stocks and made huge gains, and there is a whole list of it going into crores. The claim is, and the accusation by SEBI is that Arshad Warsi and his wife, between them, made close to 67 lakh rupees from this. Now, Warsi claims he is innocent, he has zero knowledge of stocks, and he's also lost his hard-earned money. Now, remember, in this time, the stock price has gone up massively. The videos now are gone, and you know what the current price is? It's down to about 5 rupees. So, look at what's happened for retail investors or small investors who got caught into this scam. And unfortunately, this pump and dump scheme is not just restricted to this, which is why we think it's important to highlight it. And I have with me market expert Ajay Bagga. Mr. Bagga, thank you for taking out the time and speaking to us on what is a very, very important matter as more and more financial influencers come to the fore. More and more people start getting their information from social media and YouTube. How does anyone know that what is being told to them is true or not? Like in this case, the videos were just making up things about this company to run up the stock price.
Absolutely, Tamanna. And with the proliferation of social media and, also the ability of creators to then delete messages subsequently, it's a very dangerous happening, and it's happening all over the world. It's the SEC in the US right now is prosecuting a series of firms which were doing this pump and dump operations at the height of COVID on Reddit forums, getting people into stocks and then dumping those stocks on them, leading to huge losses. Even in these cases, Tamanna, I read the orders. They're very detailed orders by Anant Narayan. who's the whole time member of SEBI. SEBI has done deep homework on this. One order is 58 page long, another is 50 page. It gives the entire decision tree, entire linkage between these companies.
Okay.
And
Uh, yes.
yeah,
No, Mr.
so
Bagga, my question also was, I just wanted to come to this Arshad Warsi's claim today and the tweet he's put out. He's saying, I have zero knowledge about stocks, which on face value one may believe. As an actor, he may not have the domain knowledge of stocks. Okay, he's saying, please don't believe everything you read. Maria and my knowledge is zero, and we've also lost our money like many others. Is it possible that he would not know what is happening? Because I too went through the order, and he and Maria Goretti have been listed as volume creators because they got in when the stock was at a very low price and got out after it had run up. Is there a criminality clearly to that?
see, again, proving criminality becomes very difficult. It will probably consent orders will be passed, and that's a better way to proceed because criminality will take a long time. And though you have CDR records of various people talking to them, the entire linkage is there. But establishing criminality becomes very difficult. If you look at another order that came along with these on the Axis Bank front running Tamanna, people were lending their trading accounts to the front runners. So maybe some advisor, some intermediary in the middle took these accounts and did something. That's always a possibility, and that will be. This is an interim order where SEBI has tried to at least prevent more damage to the integrity of the market. I think they'll go deeper into this, and then 21 days have been given to all the people affected to get back to SEBI for personal hearings. So now we have to wait for the final orders, and if there will be a consent order, it becomes quite difficult for the regulator to prove, criminality. They are giving a lot of circumstantial evidence, and it's good. The demonstration effect is very strong, Tamanna. This comes
Yeah.
out, at least potential influencers will think twice. I see a lot of stuff being put on social media where people say this is for educational purpose and they think that absolves them. That's not the SEBI rule. SEBI, you have to be certified. If you're coming in, even all of you are covered people, you're not allowed to trade, and you have to fulfill a lot of compliances for the company to come out in public media and talk about particular stocks. I, for one, I never talk particular stocks because I'm very clear. I gave up all my SEBI certifications, and I am an investor in my own rights. I give the broad macro pictures and sectoral pictures. If I give a particular stock, I have to maintain records. I have to be certified by SEBI, and it would be very wrong. But a lot of people, I see even on IPOs, there are videos that are put up by
But
financial.
frankly, Mr. Bagga, the volume of these videos popping up from influencers, I don't even know who these people are. All of a sudden mushrooming. I mean, it's as if the SEBI rules are for someone else. This is going on in a parallel universe. And this is what people are watching and consuming. It's like a needle in the haystack. This one order has gotten a lot of limelight, frankly, because there's Arshad Warsi's name attached to it and Maria Goretti's name attached to it. There are many, many others who are involved in this. I must tell our viewers that. And these guys, as per the SEBI order, seem to be the people who went along for the ride. They didn't create the videos, they didn't run that company, but they went along for the ride, and because they put in a significant amount of money, the stock price ran up, which allowed the scam to lift off. That's their role. But there is so much of this happening and nobody knows about it.
It's very difficult to regulate. Even the government is struggling. Leave aside, this is finance. You see, in real estate, cases are filed on known personalities who advertised on real estate projects which went bankrupt, and then cases are filed on them. So I would say in terms of these advertising personalities, they must know what they are advertising. You see, cryptocurrency, for example, there have been very heavy fines in the US on very well-known models, very well-known TV actors. A lot of them lost money in the FTX scam, for example. Even somebody as well known as Tom Brady, a lot of his money went into that, and he was advertising. So, it is something which is very evolving. Regulators are really short-staffed, and that's why I'm saying a demonstration effect, like the US IRS is so short-staffed, but whoever they catch, they make such an example of them that the demonstration effect is very strong. So I think something like that has happened with this order. It's very welcome. What can, first of all, I would say celebrities be very careful on advertising or endorsing anything financial. Have your managers check and have proper
But you know,
legal.
in this case, Mr. Bagga, again, I'm just reiterating this. Arshad Warsi and his wife did not endorse these videos or this stock or this company. They were quietly putting in money. Now today he is saying, I didn't know any better. Someone advised me. That could very well be true. We don't know. Maybe someone, nowadays, especially when markets are up, now they've cooled off a bit, but when markets are up, you go into a gathering and people are asking each other, oh, do you have any good tips? Do you have any, good advice? Maybe he was told this was a good investment for his money, which comes to my next question. What will you tell viewers who are seeing this program on how to discern between some random person making some random claims and information which is truly useful?
See, one is people who are actually making money will not try to make money from videos like this. That is your first thing, that if they were any good, they would not be selling their videos like this. That's one message. Second, you have to check for certifications. SEBI has said that anyone giving particular stock advice must disclose how are they. Are they a registered investment advisor? Are they a broker? Covered under any SEBI certifications? That must be, disclosed. Third, are they taking money from anybody to give that message? If they are working for some brand or they are, influencers for some particular product, they must disclose in that video or in their talk or their Instagram that I have taken this much money and I am conflicted. So any conflict of interest must be shown. Fourth, they should not be fronting. What was happening in this case before the video, as you mentioned, positions were taken. So on the cheap stocks were bought, then videos were created, which led to a lot of investor interest. Look at the number of investors that came in. In just one case, in Sadhana case, 2,000 shareholders were there below 2 lakh rupees, and that went up to 55,000 odd. So, nearly
Wow.
50,000 investors have been taken for a ride. So it is a big,
Absolutely.
it's,
And
it, I
these
mean,
are the penny stocks, right? Small quantity of stocks, people put in money thinking ki kuch lottery lag jaye. If it sounds
yes,
too good to be true, it probably is. Don't
yes. And if
chase a pot of
BSE
gold. There
has,
is no casino roulette happening in the stock markets. So beyond a point, I think you have to make sure you don't fall for it. I'm out of time, but thank you so much, Ajay Bagga. I know it's late for you. Thank you for staying up, speaking with us. And, perhaps our viewers will benefit from some of the advice we're hearing today. Well, that's all the time we have on Beyond the Headlines. Thank you for joining us on the show. We'll see you back here on Monday, same time, same place.